Yes, y'all, it is a beautiful day. The sun is out, and these bees are out here doing the most. You hear me? Honey, pollen is everywhere, and they are definitely pollinating. Honey, you better bet your bottom dollar, what's the name? Zyrtec and Clarion. Oh, yeah, honey, they done made their money this week. They have made their money this week, honey. Honey, people are snatching up Clarion and Zyrtec and either that other allergy medication. Honey, let me tell you what, this pollen, like it should every year, is doing the most. But yeah, honey, I had to wipe my chairs down out here because this is the first porch talk of this. Is it the first porch talk of this year? Or have I already slipped in one, y'all? Let's just say it's the first porch talk for spring. But yeah, y'all, I had to come out here and get me a quick eye break, me a 10-15 minute eye break. Tell you what, looking at that computer screen ain't no joke, but it is absolutely stunning. But them bees, you just stay on over there in them bushes, them holly bushes. But yeah, y'all, let me finish off my conversation, but y'all get this video the next door. Um, you know, as I age and at the age of 50 plus, and I'm gonna tell you another thing that I've come to the realization of too, while as I'm aging in the 50 plus crowd. Let me tell you something. I am learning and have learned, but again, I'm always going to be a pupil. I'm always going to be a student. I'm also learning that, honey, when I continuation about it, don't take all that. Absolutely. I have really learned how to not allow what other people are doing to dictate what I'm supposed to do. In other words, it's not going to be a stronghold or a chokehold for me. I am a big cheerleader for folk. I'm excited and ecstatic about, things that you want to do for yourself and your family. Honey, I love it. But just because I choose not to do something, or let's say you got a whole bunch of this and that going on, and I say, go on, girl, or go on, brother, go on and do your thing. And if I decide I'm not going to be necessarily a participant in all that it takes to do all that, baby, don't look at me with four eyes. And I ain't talking about the other two that you use for glasses. Don't look at me in a certain way, because it's so important for me to know thyself. Like I was saying in the video, do you know who you are? And that also is in relation to life. Don't make me be a part of. Don't make me be, don't feel like I have to be a part of all your goings on, because those things that you are trying to set forth for yourself, whether it's goals and all that, and again, as my mom always say, do what you can live with. Don't make me be the total 75% of your 100% of something that you trying to do. I mean, because I look at it like this, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna, but hey, like I said, I'm gonna be excited, but at my age now, I'm being serious, baby. Don't expect me to do 75% of your 100% of something that you're trying to achieve. If anything, make me be maybe the 2% of the 100%, and you got to be doing the other 98%. Because from day to day on my weekends or whatever, look, I get up, and there are some days I don't want to do absolutely nothing, and guess what? If I don't want to, I'm not going to. See. Don't get upset with, and I hope y'all hear what I'm saying. I think sometimes we put pressure on people that, okay, ooh, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then on them days, like for instance, when you're like, I feel like just laying in the bed all day, and then people say, "Oh, you lazy?" No, I'm not lazy. You just because I decide I don't want to do what you all excited about doing. Look, I'm happy for you. Go, just like I said, when I go out and be doing me, I ain't got to call 7 people to see if they want to roll. I mean, every once in a while I might, Just as a matter of fact, I was talking to my friend the other day. I said. And she was saying, "Girl, you talking about when I went up there to the party." She's like, "Girl, you should have come. I would have went on up there with you, And I thought, yeah, but I had some stuff to do, and I said, "Oh yeah, I ain't even think about it." Cause see, I'm like that. I go and I come and go as I please. Now I'm not saying that I'm funny and don't want to do stuff, cause like I said, when I was younger, I used to do a bunch of running. I used to have folks in and out my house or apartment back in the day. I did book club, all that. Girls night out, girls night. I did all that. At this point in my life, let me tell you something. I enjoy being able to move like I want to move. Oh my God. So I'm just saying, really and truly, for those of you who are there, like where I am, listen, I will, honey, be happy and excited, and I really genuinely am. But I think we have to remember, don't put that type of pressure on people that, again, you're excited about doing this and that and the other, but you might call that person and say, "Ooh," and I said, "Girl, I ain't doing that. I'm laying in the bed all day." Then they get a little attitude with you because you decided that you wanted to lay in the bed all day. What they got to do with what you trying to do? Nothing. So I mean, like I said, again, going back to self, and like I said, it's not always like that. Y'all understand? It's not always like that, because yeah, there's some times I get up and go and I'm rolling with folks or friends or whatever, or somebody call and say, "Hey, you want to do this?" Yeah, I will. Come on. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go. Sure. But and I truly have that motto. You have to sometimes start out like you can hold out, because I mean, sometimes again, just depending on how I feel, just depending on how my body is doing that day. Yeah, because I mean, for some people, they're on the go. They stick and move every chance they get, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because that's the life you created for yourself. But for those like me, I like to come and go sometimes, but then there's sometimes I like to just sit right up in Howell Chateau. Up in Howell Chateau. Oh yeah, I just like to just sit here and chill right by myself. Like I said, my neighbors sometimes come over here, we'll jaw jack right here on the porch. But for the most part, Chateau, country, cowgirl, domain, Howell. Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's why I bought my house, for me to enjoy. I'm being honest. It wasn't bought for folks to constantly run in and out. Absolutely not. And like I said, nobody should make you feel bad about the blessings of God. Like I said, I enjoy coming out here, sitting down here talking with Steve. I'm not Steve, but Rick, John, and James sometimes. And like I said, sometimes I'll be sitting out here in the evening. I'll go walking. Me and our neighbors, honey, we'll jaw jack and talk for a good hour standing out here. Everybody's excited about how the weather's breaking and stuff. Yeah, I enjoy that. But I don't have to be on the go or feel like I got to be doing all this and all that. But give yourself permission, and give people in your life, give them permission that they ain't always got, every time they see her, they see you, or every time they see him, they see him. It's okay. It's okay. But if that's the way y'all like to roll, hey, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But like I said, as I get older and I'm quote unquote, I'm still cruising. I ain't slowed all the way down. But yeah, I'm gonna create the life that I want. And then, people that want to be a part of it when I do it, and it should be that way for you. But again, it's whatever your get down is. I'm being serious. I have really learned how to pull back and say, no, I'm good. Have a good time. Go ahead on and enjoy yourself. But again, I'm doing this and I'm saying all this is because, it's okay if you are not always on the go with folk. It really is. And then if you're that type of person, if you giving people grief that they ain't running and hop, skipping, and jumping every time you ring my bell. Speaking of ringing my bell in the telephone, y'all be so proud of me, y'all. I did it. I finally did. I cut off my landline and I cut off TV. Honey, that's going to be $150 back in my pocket. Come on, y'all. I was paying $200 per month for landline and TV. Listen, ain't that much TV in the world, because you know what? Mostly everything I watch now, they've got an app for it. The news channels for my local, they got an app. I ain't got to pay for none of that. If I want to watch or listen to news, bloop, I got Sirius XM I pay for. Why am I double dipping and paying on stuff? And then my home phone was nothing but a haven. And see, the good thing about a home phone, I don't have landline services, but I can still use it for 911 if I need. You see what I'm saying? I can still use it for emergency purposes. And that's pretty much basically all I think I would need, because everything else, cell phone. And so I thought, you know what? I'm not finna pay extra money for telemarketers and scammers. That's the only folks that call your number now, unless you have that as a secondary number for people who need to contact you for stuff. But other than that, no sir. I'm not gonna pay $47 to $50 per month to be aggravated, because they'll leave voicemails on the scam. They'll leave, for this, for I'm not. The only thing I'm erasing is them type calls. And I thought, why should I pay for that? And then I cut off TV. I thought, you know what? I got the Max app, because I got to have my Max now, y'all. So Game of Thrones, So I'm $10 a month for Max. I can do that. And of course I have Prime and Netflix. That's all I need. And Hulu. And see, with Hulu you get Disney, and you just pay $2 more. So everything I got, if you want to subtract, that 150 from what I was paying, because like I said, and I have internet. I paid internet. My internet bill is $40. Love it. So guess what? $40 plus add maybe another $40 for all those other apps that I have. I'm still winning, because I was paying that on top of paying that $200 a month. So I thought, I cut that mess right on off, and I figured ain't that much TV in the world. I'm working, and then I'm coming and going, doing stuff, doing me, as I say. No, it's just not even that serious. And like I said in the beginning, it just don't take all that. And so now I get it now. So I had all that stuff shut off, and I thought, you know what? I'm already making payments extra on my mortgage. I said, well, I can either put some of that in savings and take every little bit helps. You know what I'm saying? Put the $75 towards savings and add that $75 right back, add it right on to the principal of my mortgage. I'm telling you, honey, I'm believing God, because I thought, you know what, let me free myself up. And guess what? I ain't missed a beat. I ain't missed it. Like I said, when I find, and of course, they done called me about 3-4 times trying to get me to sign back on. I said nope. I said, if you can get my bill to 0, then yeah, cut it on. But it's just not that serious. And that's why I said, when I give y'all little tips and stuff, I'm telling you stuff I do. And like I said, ain't that much TV in the world. And I figure $150 is gonna be back in my pocket starting next month. So my internet bill, is gonna be $40. About probably 50 once they do tax and fees and all that. But that sounds a whole lot better than a $198. It's what I have been paying for years. Hey, how you doing today? Good. Little kids, they always say hey to me while I'm out here. But every single day, every single month for years since I've been in this house. And even before that, I was paying about that amount. Over years it goes up. I think when I lived in my apartment before I lived here, it was $160 some. So yeah. And like I said, for me, ain't that much TV in the world, because like I said, I read, I work here, so I enjoy what I do. But like I said, when I be giving you tips, honey, I don't be just saying that so it make me look good to folks. No, I be practicing what I preach. I'm being serious. I practice what I preach, and any and every time I can save $1 to get this bad boy chipped away at mortgage, absolutely. You just add it to something else, or you saving it. Like I said, I'm actually saving because I want to redo my kitchen. So with different appliances and stuff. But until it happens, my kitchen, it looks fine. It's functional. When it happens, it happens. But so my thing of it is, put some things, you need some extra. See, and that's an instant raise for some folk. That's an instant raise. You've been talking to the man, well, I do this extra, I do that extra, and y'all don't want to give me a raise. Give yourself an extra raise. Find out what's in your house that you really don't need. You think you need it, but you don't. You think you need it, but you don't. So guess what? Find things and ways to trim down your stuff. Matter of fact, I'm waiting on the phone call back from my insurance company, because they said, Miss Howell, you know what? Your car's paid for, and we were looking at your insurance for your house and everything. If you bundle, they were talking to me about some stuff, we can save you almost $200 on your homeowner's insurance. So I said, okay, I know what I have. Look it over. Tell me if it's something you can give me or better. Then yeah, I'll make the switch. I thought, okay, come on here with it. So yeah. So again, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that $200 and I have to see it in real dollars in real time. It's going what, right? Because see, that money is already assigned. See, that's how you do that. And then again, for you people who, again, I'm giving you tips every year or whenever you renew your policies, ask your insurance company to look, because I actually have insurance through a broker, so they can go and look and search out with all those companies that they work with to see who can get you the best deal. Making sure you keep what you got, because you don't want to lose anything. You don't want to go to a cheaper policy, but the coverage is cheaper. No. I know what I want. So I want my coverage to remain the way it need to be, right? That's the other thing you have to look at too. When you go and move stuff and you trying to save some money here and there, make sure what you're moving to is either comparable or has the kind of coverage you want. Because yeah, you can always get something cheaper. But baby, you better make sure it's what the coverage you need. And so if something go to the left, you ain't looking for invisible gap insurance to cover the rest. Because it ain't gonna be there. Oh honey, I've learned that too. Again, as you age, as you mature, or just come into the knowledge of some things. So yes, sir, I'm telling you, I practice what I preach. I try to put things that are beneficial to me, because like I said, there's somewhere I'm trying to get to in 7 years. So y'all, it's real. Go out there and see where you can give yourself an instant raise in your house. Somebody need a car, somebody need with it for inflation, the money got to come from somewhere. And if you ain't getting a big decent raise on your job, then you have to look from within to see, okay, how can I cut some things out. And like I said, I wasn't hurting, but it's just good wisdom to do that. I wasn't hurting and couldn't afford none of this stuff. But what I'm saying, if I don't need it, why am I wasting my money on it? That's the way I look at it. It was just, blowing money to the wind. Because like I said, the most TV I watch is to check the news in the morning to see what's going on with the weather, with surrounding what's going on, in political races or communal stuff that's going on. That for the most part. And then I'll check the regular mainstream news to see what's going on around the world. And that's it. All them other channels and stuff, most of the stuff, honestly, you can pull stuff up on YouTube. I'm just serious. And then, like I said, the few apps that I have, I love Netflix. Cause, if I want to watch an old movie or something, hey, I love it. So, and because I order from Amazon all the time, I mean, Amazon really pretty much pays for itself. As much stuff as I get from Amazon, just the shipping that I save from having Prime. And then, too, you get the little movies and little audio books or whatever. Yeah, shoot, it just makes sense, especially when you use something. But paying $200 a month, carve out the $40 for internet, that $150 extra I was paying. Everybody pretty much that I know, personal to me, knows and contacts me on this here cellular phone device. So anyway, I don't want to keep re-saying that. Y'all understand. So yeah, honey, instant. You need an instant raise. See what you can get rid of. Because like I said, it don't even take all that. It don't. It really doesn't. But anyway, y'all, let me go back in here. It's getting hot. My little 15-minute jaw jack is over. And you know what? My doctor said too, as we get older, you don't have to sit in direct sunlight, but sit outside or sit in, where the sun is, so that you can get free vitamin D. And that's something we need as we get older. So like I said, I'm not in direct sunlight. That sunlight's coming in down through on this porch, but it's not directly on me. But just from the rays, I'm getting that free vitamin D. Isn't that awesome? God is awesome. Everything that we are in need of, He has provided. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Yes. All that I ever asked for and needed, God has provided. I love it. Great is thy faithfulness. Lord, yes, you are to me. Anyway, let me go on up in here. Knock out the rest of these couple of hours of work. Anyway, love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all.